Morning, namaste. Welcome to our meditation practice this morning. I'm going to be working today with what we call ocean breath or ujjayi breath, which is a very common breath pattern that you'll notice in classes where we breathe nice and gently in and out through the nose. But what we do at the same time is we constrict a little bit into the back of the throat. And as we constrict into the back of the throat, we draw the air over the back of the tongue and it creates a little soft, almost like a snoring sound, like the sound of the ocean in the back of the throat. So the meditation that we're going to do today, again, is a nice, simple and gentle meditation, which is designed really to calm the mind, help you to just gently relax the muscles and relax the body. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to those of you that are joining in. I can see a couple of you are clicking in, so I'll just give you a couple of moments to get seated. So ocean breath, also known as ujjayi breath, victorious breath, it is a really lovely way of regulating your breath. So as we use this breath, and it's a very simple one to master as well, we tend to notice a calming down of the mind. We can build a little bit of heat in the body as well using this breath, and it also helps to have some quite physical effects too, so slowing down your heart rate a little bit, regulating your blood pressure. So I've personally found meditation for me helps me to increase my blood pressure a little bit, meditation and yoga. My blood pressure is a little bit low and it tends to kind of bring it up, and if I don't practice yoga or meditation then I notice my blood pressure goes a bit lower. But if you've got high blood pressure, then again, that tends to help to bring this down. And there's been lots of different studies done to find out the effects of meditation in general and yoga in general as to why this happens. So, but it is one of those lovely byproducts of meditation, that it helps to balance and regulate the blood pressure. So I'm going to be using sandalwood oil this morning for my meditation. Those of you that have oils with you, you can use whichever oil you want, really, whatever your preference is. I always encourage people, I mean, obviously I use the oils that I use, but if you find an oil that particularly resonates with you, then by all means use it. It might be just what you need today. And I very much believe in trusting your own instincts of what you want to breathe, what you want to breathe in, what you want to listen to, all of those things. You know, there's no right or wrong here. So, but my preference is sandalwood today. It's a lovely oil. This is a sustained, you know, a nice sustainable sandalwood oil, which is because it's been quite hard to get hold of sandalwood because obviously of the sustainability issues. But this one is an ethical one. So just look out for that. Also check for any skin sensitivity. So just as we come into this meditation, I want you to just take a moment to find a nice comfortable seat. So take that time just to relax your body into a place that feels comfortable. So that might be with your legs out in front, it might be in a chair. You might find that you're more comfortable with your back against the wall, and that helps to just keep you seated a little bit more comfortably. Maybe some cushions underneath your knees to block you, you know, to kind of bolster you up a bit. Or maybe sitting on a cushion. Okay, so once you've found that comfortable place, make any last minute adjustments that you might need to make. And then we do always try to stay as still as we can throughout meditation. But of course, if you feel the need to move at all, just do so in a nice, purposeful, mindful way. So you're not disturbing your own energy. This is about trying to find that still point within, no matter what's going on around you. Okay, so this meditation is for inner peace, to help us to feel more calm and relaxed, to soothe the soul, to try and find that lovely place of security and acceptance, really, for where we are and where we're at the moment. Okay, so let's just take a moment. Maybe the hands want to come to the knees. You might want to take a mudra if that's something that works for you. Maybe chin mudra, so bringing thumb and forefinger together. Some of you may need a bit more energy, so you might come into using prana mudra, or maybe just having the hands resting gently in your lap. A little tiny wriggle of the toes, maybe a little movement through the shoulders. And we're going to lengthen through the crown of the head and just see if you can extend your spine a little bit, lifting up through the center of the body. So try not to lift the chin too much. Try to keep this lovely long line through the body. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. And one more nice gentle breath in through the nose and out. So this is your own natural breath for the moment, no constriction in the back of the throat. And as you begin to maybe flicker the eyes closed if that feels good, or maybe just soften your gaze, I want you to just start to bring the awareness to your mind and just notice what's going on with your mind today. Notice if you've got lots of thoughts running around, or notice if maybe it's still. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. And just bringing that Ujjayi breath into play, think now about gently constricting into the back of the throat and beginning to deepen your breath. So you hear this lovely soft snoring sound. Good. As you breathe in and breathe out. And don't worry too much if you're not hearing a sound, maybe just a very light sense of the breath in the back of the throat. Good. And begin to just let go of what's happened in your day so far or your week so far. And as we check in with the mind, just be gentle with it. Notice what's going on in your mind, how you're feeling today, without judgment. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, just coming into another level of relaxation as you deepen that breath just a little bit more. And we're going to check in very gently with the physical body now. So noticing any tightness in the body, any old injuries that we're working with, any pain. And just seeing if we can breathe it away. Softly breathing in and out at your own pace, but with this gentle constriction in the back of the throat. Good. Inhale and exhale. And we begin to deepen that breath just a little bit more if it feels good. And let's bring the awareness to your breath. Begin to notice that journey as the breath enters the nostrils, flows into the lungs. Maybe a gentle pause between the inhale and the exhale. And then notice the air and the breath as it leaves the body. Notice that falling sensation. Good. As you breathe in, notice the rise of the body. As you breathe out, notice the fall. Really nice, and just allow yourself to come into a nice natural state of peace. And we're just going to bring our awareness back to that breathing again. Just notice how long it takes you to breathe in. And then see if you can equalize your breath and match your breath as you breathe out. So this is individual for everybody. You might find some of you can breathe in for 4 or 5 and then breathe out for 4 or 5. Some of you may be able to breathe in a little bit deeper, a little bit longer, all dependent on our on the volume that we can handle in the lungs. So no right or wrong. And just stay with that breath pattern, equalized breathing as we breathe in and breathe out, matching that breath. And so there should be no tightness anywhere in the body. If you can find any tightness in the body, see if you can breathe and relax. Just allow that area to soften and expand. Good. And if your mind begins to wander, as sometimes happens, don't worry about that, just reconnect to your breath again. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And maybe just silently in your mind say to yourself, I choose to let go. And so we're going to sit quietly in silence for a couple of moments now, just focusing on that gentle breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's begin to deepen our breathing. Nice and slowly, gently inhaling and exhaling as we release our Ujjayi breathing. Just come back to a nice natural breath pattern. Good. Very gently, we're going to just wriggle the fingers. If we had them in a mudra, just releasing and allowing them to move independently, opening the palms of the hands nice and wide and then closing the fists. Good. And a little bit of wriggling into the toes. Really nice. And then if you've still got your eyes closed, we're going to very gently bring the palms of the hands together. and just create a little bit of heat and energy through the hands before softly taking those hands over the eyes, just bathing the eyes in darkness. Good, and then whenever you feel ready, you can begin to open your eyes up into the palms of the hands, so into that darkness, and then very gently just spread your fingers, and that will allow that daylight to softly come in and into the eyes, so you're not giving your eyes a really big shock. Good. Lovely. Let's take the arms overhead, so a nice big reach up overhead. Press the palms of the hands together and then clasp your hands. Take a lovely stretch through the upper body. Good. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. And then releasing, just allow those arms to softly float all the way down. Good, really nice. We're going to take the arms gently out to the side, and we're going to bring the right arm under the left and just give yourself a nice big hug. So not enough hugging going on in the world at the moment. Hopefully soon to change, in the future anyway. So give yourself a nice big hug. Close the eyes for a moment. Just hugging yourself increases your oxytocin levels. Hugging yourself, your family, your pets, a tree, whatever you need to do. Try and increase your hugs today. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's release. Open the arms nice and wide. Stretch out. Almost draw those shoulders back behind you for a moment. And then we're going to take the left arm under the right. And again, a nice big hug. Closing the eyes. Relaxing the shoulders. Good. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. Release those arms. Just bring them down onto the knees. Take a moment now just to become aware of how you feel after your few moments of meditation. So for some of us, meditation can be a really grounding experience, help to bring us back down to earth. For some of us, it helps us to lighten up a little bit where we are very stuck and grounded. So again, it has this regulatory effect on the energy in the body. So notice how you feel, notice how that's been for you. If you'd enjoyed a little bit of meditation, know that you can always come back to this place and do some on your own, maybe doing a 10-minute meditation, or maybe we did about 5 minutes of silent meditation there. Okay, so thank you so much. Hands into your heart center. Good, let's take the hands to the forehead. Think kind and loving thoughts about ourselves and others. Bring it to the lips, speak with kindness and the truth. And let's take it to your heart and have a kind, open and loving heart. Namaste everyone, and thank you for joining me for this meditation session. I'll be back on the mat in 15 minutes for our therapeutic session, Yoga for a Healthy Body, a good general all-round session this morning that is suitable for beginners, but also suitable for those of you that are wanting to explore your practice in a slightly slower way and just really working into those poses a little bit more, maybe holding them a little bit longer. So take care, and I shall see you soon. Lots of love.